Hi, good afternoon. Okay, I wanted to show how students can log on to Classlink using an iPad or a computer of any kind. So if you go to any search engine and just type in kamalisd.org, you'll come up with the Kamal website, and then you can just click on the tab that says students/families, and then you'll click on the second tab that says Classlink. And then when it loads, so mine's signed in. Let me sign out really quick just to show you what the screen will look like. Okay, so here's what the screen will look like on your end whenever you are signing in for the first time. So there are two ways that students can sign in. If you're looking here, there's a username and password option. If your student either knows their student ID number, it's going to be the same for the username and the password. If they don't know their student ID number, there's again two options. You can either click on this little button down here. It looks like a phone holding a QR code. If you click that button, then it will ask you to allow camera access. You can click allow, and then it's a front-facing camera. On every student's take-home folder, I have taped their QR code on the back of it. So if you scan the QR code to the camera, it will log them into their Classlink. The second option is to just type in their student ID number. On the back of every QR code, it does have the student ID number in really small letters, or numbers. If you need clarification on what your student's ID number is, you can just message me and I will send it to you. Other than that, you can just scan the QR code and it should bring you right in. So these are the apps that the students have access to, and a few apps I wanted to point out. One of them is Math Fact Lab. This is the app that we use for like math fluency. It only lets the students do like 15-minute lesson intervals. So this is something that can be super quick, and I also use it as like a station time. So students will go on it and it's just like really quick math facts. A second app I wanted to highlight was an app called Amplify. It is, sorry, it's not letting me zoom in. Okay. It's this orange app right here. It's called Amplify. That's what we use for reading, and this helps with spelling, comprehension, anything like that. It'll give a student a passage. It'll ask them to spell a word. It'll ask them questions, things like that. So those are two great apps that we use during class. Another app I wanted to point out is called Braining Camp. So it looks like this, and when you click on it, it's basically a way for students to use math manipulatives without actually having them on hand. So I know we just finished up our addition and subtraction unit with regrouping, and in class I give students like the base 10 blocks and the place value discs. But the good thing about this app is it has it like virtual. So for example, we have the base 10 blocks and it has all the blocks there for them. You can also play around with the settings and do like a place value chart. So that would look like this, and it would give them the place value chart. It says like thousands, hundreds, tens, and then you can either just come up with practice problems for students to do. So if we did 63 plus 45, there's like a little writing tool there down at the bottom, and then students are able to either click on the photo of the rods, or they can also drag it over like this and then practice adding and subtracting that way. Another really cool thing is if there's a regrouping problem, so if we changed this 5 to maybe an 8, so then we would have 3 ones plus 8 ones. Let me grab that really quick to show you. Okay, so here is 11 ones. If you click over it, if you click all the ones together, and then there's a regroup button. Hold on, let me see. Sorry, I'm used to doing this on my own computer. Anyway, basically, if you shift it over to the tens place, it'll make a new 10 for the kids, and just kind of showing them that whenever you regroup a 10, you get a new rod. I don't know why it's not working right now. Okay. Anyway, besides the point, this is a really great app to use. And then there's also, if the students don't want to use the blocks, this is the other one I was talking about. It's called Place Value Discs. And when you click on it, it's instead of the flats, rods, and cubes, these are just the discs that we use. And I see a lot of students preferring this method rather than the other one. Of course, it's not working. Okay, anyway, besides the point, though, that's a really great app to use. That one's called Braining Camp. I know a lot of parents were asking about different strategies that kids are learning, or that we're learning in class. I did recently start teaching the standard algorithm, which is like the basic where it's like vertically set up, and a lot of kids are grasping onto it, but this is just a great way to kind of reinforce like the place value specifically. So why, whenever we do 8 plus 3, do we need to shift over a 10? If you use the app, then it's a really great way for them to see why we have to shift over that 10 and to not forget to shift over the 10. But yes, if you have any other questions, please message me. Other than that, this was the way to get onto Classlink at home. Another thing I did want to point out is another app called Google Classroom. So Google Classroom is a online or virtual classroom. So this is what it looks like. It's like a green chalkboard, or like a board with a person. And whenever you click on it, it'll take you to all our different classes. Oh, it's gonna make me sign in again. Well, this will be the teacher version of it, but I can still show you what it would look like. Okay, so then we have all our different classes. We have language arts, science, math. I do want to include some online assignments just for students, like maybe over the winter break. So you have a way to see like online practice that way. Just so I'm not sending out like printing pages for everyone and then it may not be used. But if this is something you're interested in, please let me know as well. But I will post some practice math and reading and spelling things on Google Classroom as well. Okay, but that was all I had for today. Please again, just message me anytime with any questions. Thank you.